The largest American warplane ever built sat on the runway, ready for a mission that would quietly reshape the Cold War. The Convair B-36 Peacemaker. Even standing still, it was impossible to ignore. Stretching 163 feet long, with a massive 230-foot wingspan, it dwarfed everything around it, including the legendary B-29 Superfortress. 6 enormous propellers, mounted in a rear-facing pusher configuration, lined its wings. It didn't just look unusual, it felt like something from the future. As one pilot later described it, flying the B-36 was like sitting in a bay window, flying an apartment house. But this wasn't a sightseeing flight. The mission was clear. Fly from Texas to Hawaii, simulate a bombing run, and return without refueling. The engines roared to life, and the giants slowly lifted into the sky. Hour after hour, it crossed the Pacific. When the aircraft reached Hawaii, the simulated strike was completed, and it turned back toward Texas. When it finally landed, the implications were undeniable. This aircraft could fly across oceans and come back. If it could reach Hawaii, it could reach deep into the Soviet Union and return safely. In that moment, the B-36 became a strategic weapon. But the story of this giant began years earlier, in 1941. At the height of World War II, Nazi Germany dominated Europe, and Britain stood on the edge of collapse. American planners feared the worst. If Britain fell, the United States would lose its forward bases. The only solution was bold and almost impossible. A bomber that could take off from American soil, fly across continents, deliver massive payloads, and return home. Consolidated Aircraft answered the call. Their design was enormous, with a long cigar-shaped fuselage and massive wings. Its most unusual feature was its rear-facing propellers, pushing the aircraft forward while smoothing airflow over the wings for greater efficiency. But history intervened. After Pearl Harbor, production priorities shifted. The U.S. needed immediate results, and more proven aircraft like the B-24 Liberator took center stage. The giant was delayed. It wasn't until August 1946, after World War II had ended, that the first B-36 finally took flight. But the world had already changed. The Cold War had begun. And now the need for a long-range strategic bomber was greater than ever. By the late 1940s, the B-36 had become one of the most capable bombers ever created. Some versions could reach speeds of 435 miles per hour, operate at altitudes above 50,000 feet, and travel up to 12,000 miles without refueling. It could carry massive payloads, including nuclear weapons. It could strike targets anywhere in the world. But despite all its power, the B-36 never dropped a bomb in combat. It never fought in a war. Instead, it became a deterrent. Its presence alone was enough to shift global strategy. It sent a message, clear and undeniable, that the United States could strike across continents without warning. The aircraft even gained attention in popular culture when actor and real-life Air Force Reserve Brigadier General Jimmy Stewart flew aboard one for the film Strategic Air Command. By 1959, the B-36 was retired. Faster jet bombers and missile systems had taken over. An aircraft so powerful, it never needed to be used. The B-36 failed because technology evolved too quickly. It was too slow, too expensive, too vulnerable. It arrived at the exact moment it was needed, and became obsolete just as fast. But for a brief moment in history, it was the ultimate weapon. A machine built for war that helped keep the peace.